Hello everyone, it's another beautiful day to learn mathematics, and we are still looking at trigonometric ratios. And today we are having a triangle. We are solving examples actually. So we are doing our first example, example 1. And in this example we have a right angle triangle. And in this right angle triangle, this side is 5, this is 4, and this is 3. Whatever. Now this right angle triangle is asking us to find S. Now we are expected to find S. We are looking for S, a missing angle of this triangle. You're looking for a missing angle of this right angle triangle. Now let me say this. Whenever you are solving problems on right angle triangle, you can either use Pythagoras theorem or your trigonometric ratios. Your Pythagoras theorem is saying that the square of your hypotenuse is equal to the sum of the squares of the other two sides. The square of the hypotenuse is equal to the sum of the squares of the other two sides. That's our Pythagoras theorem. Then we also have our trig ratios. That sine theta is equal to the opposite of our hypotenuse, cos theta is adjacent over hypotenuse, and tan theta is equal to opposite over adjacent. You remember our SOHCAHTOA. Now these two things are what you can use to solve any problem involving right angle triangle. Now, but when do you know when to use them? Let me use this to explain. Maybe my next video I'm going to solve this problem. But let me say this now. When do you know when to use Pythagoras theorem or your trigonometric ratios? Now, you use Pythagoras theorem when you have a missing side of a triangle. Let's assume that we do not know 3. That we don't know this base. We don't know this base. And we are looking for the base. I will use Pythagoras theorem. So I will square this. And it will be equal to the square of this plus the square of this one. I will now call here y or b. So when I square this, it should be equal to 4 squared plus whatever that is here, maybe b squared. We now use algebra. So that when we now solve, we will still get that 3. Yes, because this is 25 minus 16, which is 9. So now take the square root of 9, that's 3. You can go back to my last video to see how I solved Pythagoras theorem. Now, you use Pythagoras theorem when you're looking for a missing side. But you use your SOHCAHTOA, the trig ratios, sine, cosine, tan, when you are looking for a missing angle. You use your trig ratios when you're looking for a missing angle. Like this case, I have all my sides and I'm looking for a missing angle. Now the beautiful part about this question is that we already know the 3 sides. Some questions will give you just 2 sides. So you use the trig that has to do with those. Let's imagine this side was not given and I'm looking for S. S now is an angle we are considering. From S, this is the opposite and this is the adjacent. That means what I should make use of is tan.